Hi there, it's Dr. Dan from biohackingfordogs.com. I had an exciting time today. Sure. It's an exciting post from Rodney Habib where he sent out a post talking about a study that was done that showed how you could decrease the levels of apiquel by using fish oil. And it was really cool to see that it does work very, very well. I've been pushing basically fish oil as one of my primary supplements for dogs for happy and healthy lives. So it was really important for me to see that as well because I've used this a lot for skin issues. So we're going to show you some calculations on what to do for proper fish oil dosing for dogs that have skin issues and even for arthritis. So I'm going to try my little so fish oil. Wow, this is really bad. Hold on a second. Try this again. All right, go back to here. All right, fish oil. The most important thing about fish oil is getting a good quality. And so what you need to look for is the EPA and the DHA concentrations. And it'll be in milligrams on the label. All right, and so you add the EPA and the DHA milligrams together in order to find the dosage that you need. So for a skin issue, you want to look for 125 milligrams per metabolic weight kilogram. Okay, so now what is that? Metabolic weight is for an animal, when you look at dosaging for a dog, it isn't linear. It's not like you give more the bigger the dog is, because a lot of times you actually have to give less because their metabolism is a little bit slower than the little dogs. So we actually calculate out a true metabolic weight for the dog, and it's in kilograms. So let's give an example here. So you're looking at a 22-pound dog, okay? You divide that by 2.2, and that converts pounds to kilograms, which equals then a 10-kilogram dog. All right. So now, in order to get the actual metabolic weight, you actually take that 10 kilograms, all right, and you increase that to the 0.75 power. Okay, so this is some higher math. You just end up having to use a calculator that you can do exponents. And so you take that and it ends up being 5.6 kilograms, and that is the metabolic weight of your dog. So that's the calculations to try and figure out the metabolic weight for your dog. You use this metabolic weight for a lot of different things, like for calories for food and for proper dosaging of certain um, supplements such as fish oil. So the formula again is you take the pounds divided by 2.2, and then it ends up changing it to kilograms. You take the kilograms then and you increase that to the 3/4 power, and you end up with your metabolic weight, kilograms of metabolic weight. All right. So then you take that number and you multiply it by 125. So 5.6 times it by 125 milligrams. So you take your you take your 5.6 kilograms and you multiply that by your 125 milligrams of EPA and DHA, and that equals 700 milligrams of fish oil. All right. So that is the actual dosage. It's much higher than your standard dosage that you find on the bottle of fish oil. But that's what you're looking for when you have a dog with allergies or a dog that has skin issues. You want to help with the inflammation of the skin issues. Now, it's much higher when you look at dogs with arthritis. For looking at dogs with arthritis, you're going to end up having to start out with 310 milligrams per kilogram of metabolic body weight. All right. So let's say for that same dog, for that 22-pound dog that has significant arthritis, you're looking at then taking the 5.6 kilogram dog. All right, you multiply that by 310 milligrams of EPA and DHA, and you end up with 5.6 times by 310, 1,736 milligrams. That's an awful lot. I do have to warn you though, when you have this amount of fish oil, you are risking diarrhea, other gastrointestinal upsets. You also, if you're doing this on a chronic basis, meaning like doing it all the time, you need to supplement with some vitamin E as well. So, and a lot of dogs aren't able to make it up to this higher dosage. So you end up starting out slower. So what I normally do is, like when I have my dogs that are coming in with arthritis that I need to get them onto this fish oil, I normally would start out with at least half that amount. So, looking at doing the dog at 800 milligrams and then increasing it by a quarter each week. So you do this for the first week, okay, and then increase it to say 1,000 milligrams or so for the second week. And then the third week, you go to 1,200 milligrams. All right, you get the idea for the third week. Then the fourth week, 1,400 milligrams. And by this time, a lot of times the dogs might be getting some loose stool. So you're may have to stay at this level for another 2 to 3 weeks. Let me redo that here. 2 to 3 weeks. And you're going to see some improvements just from increasing that dosage. Then maybe you can actually go up and get started a little bit higher and eventually end up at the 1,700 milligrams in order to help. But I just wanted to quick get on here and show you the calculations that we use typically for fish oil. It was a really good study. I have posted it, and I'll post a link to that study, or maybe actually to Rodney's post about it in the comments below here. So there you have it. That is how you calculate out metabolic weight, and that's how you calculate out the fish oil. So for fish oil for skin, this is for skin issues, is 325 milligrams, and then for arthritis, 310 milligrams per milligram per metabolic weight, and this is for arthritis. Very good. All right, that is my quick Facebook Live for you today. I hope you enjoyed this and you got something out of it. Thank you and have a great day. Oh, and visit my website, biohackingfordogs.com.